Well, hello everybody, and welcome to LA Dodger Report. Today, Dodger fans and the team are feeling optimistic after the Dodgers put together a thorough pummeling of the Cincinnati Reds in the getaway game out in Cincinnati. When the Dodgers first started this road trip against Colorado, the Reds, and the Cardinals, I had mentioned I believe this road trip to be make or break, do or die, and I still feel that way. How did the Dodgers do? Against Colorado, they took 2 of 3. But they didn't look very convincing doing it. Then they rode into Cincinnati and promptly dropped 2, looking terrible while doing that. But today, the Dodgers put everything together in an early game and came out ahead 8-1. I'm feeling good for a couple of reasons. Number one, as I mentioned, it's not enough for the Dodgers to win and limp. It's great and necessary that the Dodgers win with authority. And that's what they did today. They didn't back into a victory or stumble and fall and look up and say, hey, look what happened. We managed to win. How about that? Not at all. The Dodgers put everything together today that they needed to. Since the All-Star break, pretty much the only consistent part of the team that's been doing well has been starting pitching. And starting pitching once again came through today. Now, if all you do is look at the box score, you might notice that Ross Stripling, today's starter, only went 3 1/3 innings. But that was by design. He was on a pitch count, and that was where his pitch count caught up to him. Now, what was important was that Stripling only gave up 1 run. And when he left the game, he was winning 2-1. The Dodgers were ahead. The planned short outing of Stripling led to the bullpen having to take over. And here's where the next positive comes in. The bullpen held the Reds scoreless over the next 5 2/3 innings. 6 2/3, whatever adds up to 9. Either way, the bullpen did their job. Just about everybody in the pen pitched today. We even saw Kenley Jansen come out, and they did their jobs very well. They shut down the Reds in a long bullpen game. They weren't forced into doing it, and they proved to themselves and to the rest of the team that they can get the job done. The other positive, the offense. Now, I mentioned before that the Dodgers seem to only dominate once every 2 weeks or so, and that wasn't going to cut it. Well, the Dodgers dominated once again today, and the good news is it wasn't 2 weeks ago since. It had only been a few days since they had done it, and so the bats woke up in a short amount of time from the last time that they had a big scoring game, which is very good news. The Dodgers won it with the long ball. They put together home runs as they usually do. Jock Peterson came through with the long ball. But the most important that I really enjoyed seeing was they put together a sustained rally in the 4th inning today. They scored 4 runs in that 4th inning in a long rally that saw everybody come to bat. Yes, the Reds put together one The Reds helped them out with one small error, but by that time the Rally had already scored, I believe, 3 runs. And so it doesn't take anything away from how well the Dodger bats worked, advancing base runners and getting hits with guys in scoring position and bringing them home. That was a very good sign. Now, coming into St. Louis, the Dodgers are coming in at a great time. The next positive is the Dodger bats that are heating up. Justin Turner is being hot right now. Yasmani Grandal, for all of his faults that he has in not catching the ball and making the plays at the plate, once he gets hot, he's got a big bat as well, and his bat is waking up. So he's getting hot. Turner's getting hot, and Jock Peterson is also heating up at the plate. So look, all you need are a couple of guys in the lineup to get hot, and they can carry a team. We're looking at 3 guys who are starting to find their spots. Max Muncy starting to warm up. Cody, if Muncy and Cody get hot, you're looking at 3-4 bats minimum in the lineup that are all hot at the same time. And if that happens against St. Louis, that's a very good thing. Hitting is contagious, and it can be lasting. So this team that many were counting out just a few games ago is starting to look pretty good coming into the tail run. Now, final bit about this important series against St. Louis is that these games have a very big bearing on the wild card. Milwaukee Brewers are leading in the National League wild card race. The Cardinals are right behind them, 2.5 games back, and the Dodgers are right behind the Cardinals, 3.5 games out of the wild card. So this series has wild card implications. Should the Dodgers not win the division, they'll be forced into wild card contention, and that's where this series is very important. So I'm feeling confident. Dodgers coming into St. Louis on a roll. Dodgers rolling into the city with that big giant arch, and the Dodgers are coming down the far side of the arch with momentum. So here we go, boys in blue, big series coming up. Stay tuned, everybody. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm hoping you are too. LA Dodger Report. Peace.